Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Tiny Rogues, one of my favorite roguelike meets bullet hell games that I think I've ever played. We are just going through these unlocks right now. I am going through the burning house because I'm not as confident in the high heavens as of yet. So, and I did just unlock the soldier class. So maybe we do that. The soldier class going through the burning hells to unlock the dragoon class. So the soldier, he has a +1 alignment, so we're going to have to get him pretty evil pretty quickly. He intimidates on hit with two-handed melee weapons, which is really cool. He faces even more daunting foes with determination and courage to protect the innocent. So let's just hop right in. I am using the bombs and no cinders because honestly, don't like cinders. Not any more complicated than that. And if I'm playing a game, I'm playing it for fun, right? Not to prove that I am the best at things, which, I mean, you take that how you will, okay? But this is honestly just such a fantastic game. I've been loving it so much. Basically how this game works is that there are about 10 floors. As you get further, you unlock more, so there's a total of 12 floors if you're a little bit further in it. I'll grab that, but I'm not going to use that. Basically, that enchants a weapon. So the floor is a total of 10 different rooms. Each room gives you different things, like dexterity will increase our scaling. It will give us traits, which will make us even more powerful. Think of them kind of like leveling. So it starts off pretty easy. Like the game, it's not too hard when you start off, but it definitely gets there. And you have to be really smart about how you do your builds. Lucky too in some ways, but I think the markings of a good roguelike are your ability to slightly control the RNG. So, and I think that this game does a pretty good job of that. Most runs feel feasible to me. On combat start or taking damage, perform a war cry that taunts. Taunting basically increases your attack speed. We could get Ancestral Aid, which gives us 2 companions, which can be really good. On primary attack, hits grant a stack of Rage. I do like Rage quite a bit. When you taunt or charm, gain Arrogance. I think we go with the Rage. I think that's a really strong trait. Because basically you'll see up here, we're gaining that Rage, which will make me stronger. It'll make me attack a little faster, and it's anytime we hit. So it's pretty good. I love going to events. Take a sip of the fancy water. You have been blessed by the fairy spring. So what does that do? On entering a floor, if you don't have a soul heart, gain a soul heart. Easy enough. Let's go for some gloves. I do like going for the charms, but those tend to be a little more passive than the armor bits. This boss tends to be really easy. I will say one of the negatives of not using cinders, which is basically the thing that makes the game harder. If you've played games like Hades, think of them as like heat. But the problem with not doing it is you don't level as fast. So I'm not completely done with the leveling of it, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Dart Risk gives you some darts basically when you attack and does a little bit of extra damage. So if I attack 5 times, we get some darts. Pretty cool. Okay, let's go get some strength and dex. You do have a limited number of dashes and they range in slowly, so you have to be kind of purposeful when you're dashing. You got to be cognizant of the dangers that you will be facing. So basically don't dash unless you have to. Let's go get a different weapon, an executioner sword. Increased damage, inflicts a bleed. It's two-handed, which is good. That's kind of interesting. I don't want the prop knife. D scaling, C and E scaling. This one might be better actually. So let's test that one out. I like this one because it has the armor break, and armor break on later floors is huge, to be honest, or on this one because they have super armor on this floor. So this will be a good example. You'll see how quickly it breaks the armor. Very, very helpful. I guess we'll go shop. I don't think I'll have much money for anything though. Battle axe, pain loop, war fans. I don't have money for that. I like that, but I don't have money for it. I knew going to the shop was a risk. I didn't think I would be able to afford anything, but you know, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes it's a cheap shop. We'll open this. Gold chakrams. Kind of cool. Not really good for us, but I mean, I didn't even have to open that chest really, but My curiosity always wins. Let's go get some decks. So basically, after a certain amount of the food items that you get, it will allow you to get traits, and traits are some of the best things to make your runs go well. Oh, hi. Hi, Lich. He shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Don't love this weapon yet, but we should get another armory, hopefully, on that next floor. His attacks aren't bad, though. Like, I can stand still. I think I want the Necrotorch. Having a little bit of necrotic damage to my melee sounds nice. Though it doesn't... We might be able to get... We could get a trait that makes our two-handed seem as one-handed, but then that kind of counters the point of this character. So maybe not the best choice. Oh, well. Everything will be fine. We'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. I do hate the mosquitoes, so there's just something about their attack patterns. Don't like them. I'm gonna go straight to the key. I know that I could have leveled up and maybe that would have been the right choice. Probably. But we'll get there. I'm not too concerned. Let's go back up armory. Headhunter's Flameberg. More damage to the boss. Primary attack. Two-handed karambits. Trash scaling though. Let's just try this out. Don't dislike that necessarily. Let's go get our level up. I don't know yet. It's not bad. It's not great though. I mean, neither are great yet. We do have 2 sparks. Curious about that. Boost buffs are permanent. Brawler gain power per actor. Grants 100% ailment duration. And ailments inflicted by non-crits have 100% increased effects. It's hard not to go boozer though when they offer it. You know, like it's just such a good item. I guess we can go pawn shop. I guess I don't really want the gold chakrams. I'm not gonna make a lot of money here. Shop. 44. Don't have that. 15 gold. I do have that. That would give me a little bit of armor. I do like this. It's not terribly helpful yet. The Oktoberfest would be fun, honestly. I don't have anything for Lucky Hit yet, so it's probably not worth it. I'll just grab that for now. We'll go check out the ranged weapons. I don't think I'll be sticking with ranged weapons, but out of those choices, that's the one that I wanted. A brick. Honestly, I just really want to throw bricks right now. It sounds silly, so I want to do it. I don't know how strong the bricks are. I've never actually used the bricks. They're almost always negatively enchanted when I've seen them. So the fact that these weren't make me want to use them. Magic weapon or an accessory. We go accessory. This isn't two-handed, I will say. So that's not the best for us. But I mean, we can always transition, right? The crushing hit chance basically ensures that we'll be doing more top-end damage, which in some ways is nice. I don't think the bricks are it though, unfortunately. I don't think the bricks are it. And that's okay. Like, this is so much stronger already. Okay, gotta pay attention. Make sure I don't walk into anything silly here. He leaves a lot of stuff on the screen, I will say. That dash was unnecessary, but sometimes we do it just to feel good. Give me someone good. Increase burn and scorch. That would be good for that weapon. 20% increase. That's if I keep soul hearts. That's only good really when I'm safer now, and it would mess up my offhand thing anyway. More damage per companion. I don't dislike that. I don't have companion stat, but I'm sure that we can do something about that. Like the Stunky. Mana draining weapons, range damage. I think we'd definitely get a donkey. I'm gonna buy that just because it's cheap, and I'm gonna buy that just because I need the evil. I still need one more. I did make it so I can't do the meta progression thing with that, but I think that's gonna be okay. I think this floor tends to be relatively easy. It's only floor 4. The difficulty definitely picks up as you get to the later floors, as it should. You might notice that sometimes, like when I'm in a combat, my companions go kind of transparent. That's just to help me with the visual noise on the screen, because I found that sometimes I get kind of confused by my companions and I go to attack them instead of the enemies. So it just cleans up the screen a little bit, makes it a little bit easier for me to read what's happening. Okay, finish off this last bud. Physical resistance here kind of stinks. Not too bad though. It was too bad we didn't get to go check out that armory, but what are you gonna do? Let's go into here. Get a little bit higher crit hit chance is nice. Run away from the slightly homing fireballs. Did we get that boozer one? So yeah, it's definitely worth going to the cursed room for the booze effects. Keep walking. And I think it's really nice, like once you start to learn the delays of the attacks, it becomes a lot easier. Only beer, a little unfortunate, but do I want to go to the shop with 11 gold? Probably not. Doesn't tend to be enough. I feel like you want around 30. Cleared that room awfully fast though with the booze, so we like that. We'll go resin here, I suppose. I have dreams of doing a build. I don't know if it's even possible, but a build where you have the permanent infusions, potions, and the booze one. I think you could get silly strong with that. And I just think it sounds kind of silly. Not too bad. Get some. I think we get the keys here since we just got all that gold. Do have some. Oh. No, I knew I was gonna get hit there. We could get a set item, I suppose. Gargoyles don't tend to be too bad. At least I don't think so. I mean, the armor break thing that I have is probably going to carry this fight pretty far. Dashing into the bullets tends to be a good way to like avoid taking damage. It feels really dangerous, but you have a little bit of an iframe there, which is really helpful. Grant increased companion. I don't think that works with that. The rare helmet. I don't like any of those and I don't have any rolls. So unfortunately I just have to pick one and go with it. I don't think I need to get anything from that yet, so we should be good. Sucks it's offering me so much int, because I don't really want the int. I don't know, maybe we'll get something better this floor. I don't think the party enchantment's too bad. So the boss for this floor will be the Pied Piper. If you haven't noticed yet, you can kind of tell who's coming up depending on which enemies you face in these rooms. So if you see a lot of rats, you're going to fight the Rat King. If you see a lot of these like bard-like characters, you're going to be fighting the Pied Piper. Open this up. A maid costume, so it periodically charms all the enemies. Not bad. I mean, easy enough. But yeah, if we could find something a little stronger, I mean, it's not the worst, but you can definitely tell there's like a power drop-off happening. The armor break is really what's making this weapon even usable at this point, in my opinion. Ooh, that could be good. When you taunt or charm an enemy, gain arrogance. So if we do that and then we put on this maid costume, basically it will make it so arrogance does increase damage with non-crits. So don't go crit, basically. Thrown, ranged, more bombs. I mean, I don't think that's as good. Do you like my weapon? No. Do you like this weapon? Let me see if he likes any of my weapons. Time out. Do you like this weapon? He doesn't like any of my weapons. I'm really disappointed in that. This doesn't have a blessing on it, and I don't have money for a blessing. This is a good time to get some alcohol, though. I didn't read what that did. But basically, the alcohol will be really good for us. Oh, I didn't actually pick that up. because that's what the boozer thing does, right? So we have beer already. Let's do, I don't think I have money for tequila, but we can do wine. I don't know if like doing more, I don't think doing more than one really matters here. So we have some good stuff, more crit hit chance, which isn't necessarily the best. More damage over time, increased damage. Okay. I think I overrid the mead though. Which is a little unfortunate. That was on accident. It's a little confused how it worked. It's fine though. We'll still be doing some good damage. We'll make it work. So the charm will give us that arrogance. Make us a little bit stronger. So arrogance again, increased damage with non-crits. So whenever we charm in a room, which would be nice to increase the periodically rate, that is some stuff you can do in this game. Don't think I'll be drinking that. I think getting rid of that would be good. Oh, it's not the Piper. I swore it would be. Dash through him is the best way to fight him. So when he comes at you, it works during pretty much all the phases. It's a little bit harder when he's on like the laser phase. But even that's not too bad. So as long as you have your 2 dashes and you time them right, just dash through him. Definitely the easiest way to fight him in my opinion. This phase, you just kind of have to walk with it, be patient, get hit. I'm not perfect. I never claim to be. Dash through. But see, you'll be fine with even that because that will be right where it's supposed to be. When it does the laser one, it's a little bit harder. It's kind of hard. Oh, I dashed the wrong way. I thought I was facing the opposite direction. That one, you just have to be a little bit careful with where you're standing. Be patient during this phase. I do like to try and stay towards the center of the room still. Just so I'm ready when he starts doing this nonsense again. It's a little bit slower of a fight, but it's not too bad. So we got cold damage inflicts burn. Something I have is inflicting cold damage, but I really don't know what it is. Because I've seen them have cold a couple times. So I'm really unsure. On dash trigger lightning, that's kind of cool. Bow and crossbows taunt on hit. This taunt does. There is a world in which we maybe pivot to crossbow. Could be kind of interesting. Gain 25 chance for curse to take effect depending on how evil you are. More dex, more attack speed. I think the dex was worth it. We are evil now, so I don't need this. But I don't dislike the attack speed for 10 souls, so maybe we do that. Okay. Let's go get a key, because we don't have a key. So yeah, if we could find a bow, actually, that would be quite good. This should be an armory, yep. And a bow, a disenchanting raven bow. So it's 25 increased damage to enchanted enemies, thrusting damage, and it grants a companion. I mean, that's pretty cool. There's also this one. This does cold damage, which I didn't get the thing for. I think the raven bow is pretty cool though. So maybe we go raven bow and we equip that over the brick. Gives me a cool raven companion. Gives me taunt. I think that could be pretty good, honestly. Let's go dex. Because that will give me more stacks of arrogance. Or a more consistent form of arrogance. It's not bad. I like the range on it. The range is really good. Let's go... Ooh. That's a hard choice. But I think we go booze bottles. It would be nice to get our tipsiness up if possible. I walked into that. That was my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Whiskey. What does whiskey do? I'm gonna drop these bricks. Whiskey, increased attack speed. That's probably worth it. I don't know what I got rid of, but we won't worry about it. I'm gonna enchant that, I think. Let's go check out this one. Maybe I should have waited. I didn't enchant it. Sorry, I leveled it. Those are not the same thing. That's important to verify. Easy enough, though. staple gun. I don't have money, so we don't go there. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Yeah, not too bad, honestly. I don't have money, unfortunately. I mean, I could upgrade it one more time now, actually. We'll upgrade it once. Could be a mimic. But I'm not gonna bet that because when you bomb those chests, a red chest, it always gives you a flask refill. So if you don't want to use the full heal, it's a good way to take care of that. Let's get an accessory. I'm not loving this accessory. I don't think it's what we're going to be going with. But I mean, this isn't bad. It helps that we have our little raven companion. I know he's a little hard to see, but he's there. Same with our little donkey companion. I mostly hide those just for the visual noise. I don't know if I said that in this episode or not, but it's good to clarify. I just think it's kind of like visual noise, and there's enough of that on the screen already. Pretty good though. I've not used this bow yet, so I'm pretty excited about it. Extra heart, extra armor, orbital speed while moving. I don't have an orbital. I don't like any of those, so I think that's probably more useful than that, but only barely. Okay, let's go get... This is scaling on all of them, more so on Dex, but I don't think I want to mess with that. Whee! Are those fridges? I keep wondering that. I always think of them as like fridge enemies, and I think that's kind of weird. I might change my enchantment on this weapon because I don't... It's great against when the enemies are enchanted, but I don't think that's as consistent as some of the other ones. So I might just do this. So it does a little bit of poison damage now. It's okay. Not the best, not the worst. It probably seems silly to say, but it is important to note that like your bombs don't do damage to yourself. Okay, bratwurst. I think that's fine. I don't think the int is really my focus. I mean, it's always nice for a little bit of that crit hit, but I'm not too worried about it. Magic weapon, no thank you. I think we'll be fighting the, oh, what's he called? Not the seal, the walrus. Oh, look. Secret room. A halberd. Don't really care about that, but I will take another key. I'm curious what other perks people use, though. Like, in the meta progression, do you prefer the XP where you get your trait nice and early, but it takes an extra food item to level up? Or do you like it when you level up more frequently? That's more good. I don't honestly care about that. We could go burger. I like that increases both of those stats. That is nice. Ooh, ooh, I almost got hit. That was a little scary. I don't have a pair of boots. So while I like the epic item, I think getting the pair of boots is probably more helpful. So he's going to summon his buds. I am going to kill them. Stand up here during this phase of the fight. He won't hit you. It doesn't work during this phase of the fight, but during when he's more like stationary, it's probably the best way to handle that phase. Ooh. I see orange and I go towards it. Burn and scorch. I mean, that's kind of cool. More movement speed, increase attack speed, and increase movement speed while in mana burnout. Kind of cool. Galewind steps. Strong winds. Gain tailwind. So if I got the ring, that could be good. Go to the evil shop. I know I don't need it, but you know. I mean. How do I not? Right? You take that when you're offered that. When you're offered a set, you take it. So basically that gives me tailwind, which increases attack, movement, and orbital speed per stack. So it's pretty good, honestly. So it's not attuned on this one yet, I don't believe, so you won't see the effects of it yet, but we will get there. We are losing a little bit of DPS right now, so we will need to figure that out. power per actors in the room? Honestly, yes. I think more power is almost always a good choice. So we should have better movement speed. You can notice by up here, it says 4, so that's not bad. That room felt better. Blood altar, sacrificing a heart. Sure. I don't usually like sacrificing hearts in these games, mostly because in most roguelikes, health is always your most important stat. I know I've said that before and I will continue saying it because I think it's easy to overlook. Get rid of some curse. Don't necessarily dislike that. Kind of expensive for what it is, but whatever. Let's gain a little bit more dex. Keep leveling up is always a good idea. I always find that attack a little overwhelming. There's a griffin in this room. An event. I love events. We always go events. So this level is mostly on stamina, so we'll sleep in the green bed. I do like how things are color-coded in this game. It's very nice. We felt well rested, so basically we just got another dash, which is huge. I have... Honestly, all these are great. 16, 8, 7. I can afford 2 of those, not all 3. Could have upgraded if I saved a little bit of money, but whatever. I didn't look at the rooms. That is like a good tip in general, is to look at the rooms before you spend all your money. Sometimes we get excited, you know? Yeah. I used to really hate the griffins as enemies. I really struggled to like avoid their attacks, but they aren't so bad. I always go after the big one first. I don't know why. I just don't like his attacks as much, so I think it's helpful for me. We'll see if I can actually do it. But I don't think this should be too bad. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, bud? Yeah, not too bad of a one. See what we got here. We got our charm. Damage dealt to the bosses. More stamina is nice. Grants more attack speed with ranged weapons while standing still. I don't think I want those. I think I'll just take the charm because I have a pair of boots that I like right now. So again, we're trying to go to the hells. I think I might actually gain favor here and get a little bit of extra health. I get a little nervous with that little health. I know it's silly, but I got anxiety, so it's fine. I'm kind of surprised how long we've kept the maid outfit. I didn't expect that to be working how it is, but you know, it is. So let's drop this. Let's use this. I'll pick that back up just in case we run into a pawn shop, but I will definitely check this out. Precise demon machine, more crit hit chance, which I don't think is great for us actually. Does explosion damage though. I mean, I'll pick it up and I'll see what it does, but I'm probably not gonna be keeping that. I can't imagine. Let's go get some strength. I mean, it's cool. It does a lot of like big AoE damage, so I don't dislike that. We did lose our companion, which makes our hat kind of pointless, but I'm up for finding a new hat. Does this drain mana? No. Infusion buffs are permanent. Honestly, yes. Those are really nice. Whee! It's a fun weapon. I mean, it makes a lot of noise. It's very noisy, but I might turn that down a little bit if I'm being honest, because it's kind of loud. Just turn it down a little. Turn it down a little. Hopefully that's not too quiet, but I think it was far too loud before. So I think we're good to sell some stuff here. We can sell this ring. I think he's a cheap merchant, but you know, whatever. We just need him out of our inventory. So we could go a little bit of int. I do like that the scaling on this is A scaling. It makes it a lot better. Okay. Easy. Hi, kitty cat. Mocha, my black cat, just jumped on my desk and now I can't see. You want to sell my lap, friend? Easy does it. There's still these guys up here. little too far for that shot, but we'll use some of that. So any resins we see, we will most likely be taking. I am very short on keys and bombs, actually. I usually don't have a problem with bombs, so I'm kind of surprised about that. Set item, body armor. I don't love either of those. We could go curse though, just because we can dispel it. I'm trying to justify a reason for having those, honestly. He's not too bad of a boss. Okay. I will say I usually kill him faster than this, so if I get hit, it's because I'm not as familiar with his attack patterns. Dash through. Keep your distance. That tends to be a good way to handle it because it gives you more gaps. Use this real quick. And then more critical hit. On poison, take damage. Honestly, yes. We are going full e-girl. Stamina surge. More damage depending on how evil you are. That's a great one, actually. We will be taking that. Honestly, I think we have something pretty good here. So yeah. I'm feeling okay about this. We'll ow, and then I get hit because I'm not paying attention. I got confident. The game was like, no confidence for you, Mats. We did lose our shield. We will gain this dexterity. Dexterity is definitely the way to go here. This is a shield enchantment. A little scary. There's a lot of arrows coming my way, I will say. Easy, easy. Okay, we can gain another dex and then we can get a trait. Traits are almost always worth going for, so we'll kind of just go for that. See what we can get. I would like to get a few more infusions, ideally. Thrusting damage from you or your companions does puncture, which is good. Your attack speed is always your weapon's base attack, but it applies to their damage. That could be nice. 200% weapon damage? I mean, it's pretty cool. So that increased... Oh, wow. Yeah, that increased a lot. It's slower, for sure. Don't dislike it, though. It's an interesting change. I don't dislike it. We'll go here. I think this is just souls, so we can just blow those up. We can level this. I think that's worth doing. Upgrade that. Go in here. Santa's in here. Does this have an enchantment? Precise. I actually don't want precise on this because it's better if I don't do criticals. Which sounds counterintuitive, but it is just a fact. Arr. I mean, we're doing a lot of good damage here. So we'll use the Crystal Pine Russian, which I think we unfortunately already had. Attune, and then I'm also not going to use that, I don't think. I think we could potentially get... Do I have a charm that I'm fine with? We can look at new companions. I don't think the donkey is probably the best one. I don't think he should be too bad. We'll see, of course, though. This fight used to be like the hardest thing in the world for me. It's cool watching yourself like get better at games like this. Okay, he's doing an attack that I don't love. Aww. Yeah, easy enough, right? So we will be going to the high hills, ideally. Definitely not that one. So you do 325 to 675 and allow me to have a higher equip load, which I'm not even close to. Rage, more movement speed, rage and fury. Do I have anything that's giving me rage or fury? I do, actually. So I think getting the bull would be good. And we'll be going to the high house again. And we only have to beat Tiamat, so it shouldn't be too bad. I don't think we need to fully recover. I could get another heart. Yeah. That will still give me enough to heal at the end of this floor if I need to. That's what I was concerned about. We go resin here. We go resin mostly because of the permanent resin buff, right? Ow. I didn't even see that one, to be honest with y'all. Maple pine resin. Okay, let's go. Higher attack speed means more damage since we don't actually change our attack speed. Based on that trait that we got. Oh. I didn't even see that. Let's do mana drain refund because this does use a little bit of magic. Gotta pay attention here. Gotta, oh. I say that and then I walk right into a bullet. Oh man. Cursed myself, I think. I don't need more equip load, I don't think. I have more than enough of that. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Another random resin is good for us here. We're doing good damage, I will say. Don't know where he is. There he is. Did I already... the spore resin? Yeah, I didn't have that one yet. I don't really want to go to that shop, I don't think. I'd rather just get the potion. I mostly don't want to go there because I'm expecting to need my full recovery. I'd rather be safe in this situation. We will use that. To get higher attribute done. That's good because it will make my weapon stronger because it scales on the attribute. I mean, we're strong. We're looking okay. And I do have my armor repair as well. I don't know if I'll use it on this floor or not. Because I don't think we can use it during the boss fight. Charcoal resin. One final rest. We will fully recover here. And then... I guess gloves. Okay, let's fight him. So this is what we need to unlock the next character. Shouldn't be too bad. Again, keeping distance is probably one of the best ways to avoid getting hit. Minor movements. These bosses feel really overwhelming like the first time you fight them, but they're not so bad. Just patience. Don't always be shooting, you know. I will say I'm not good at avoiding this attack. I know it looks easy, but the way they squiggle, my brain just hates it. But once he stands still, I'm perfectly content. Easy enough. Easy enough. And that's why people play with cinders, because sometimes it gets easy for them. Undash. I honestly don't really care about any of those. I like the build that I have, so we're just gonna move on. We have plenty of evil, so I'm not worried about this. I'm not going to heal at this floor though, because I want to make sure that I can heal before the boss. I think that tends to be the most important time to heal for myself. So we'll see if we can get this. So we'll get the attack speed again because it increases our damage, not because it actually increases our attack speed. I did just get hit after just entering this floor. No one should be surprised. We could get booze, I guess. I don't hate that. Dash through. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it much. It's fine. Wine I already have, so I'm not really concerned about that. I don't have any heals, so gain to the highest attribute. We'll see how we do. I'm not sure if we'll win. I haven't played this floor that much, so I'm still learning. I mean, we have great damage, and if I knew the attack patterns better, I would feel more confident in saying, like, this is a definite win or something like that. But, you know. I think this is the third time I've been on this floor, so we'll be nice to ourselves, you know? We could get a little bit of companion damage. I know I only have one, but doesn't hurt. Ow. What the heck? Flask, I guess? I mean, they're essentially the same. Goodness. I do have a res. Something to keep in mind. And I will be able to heal. Go highest attribute. I'm not changing my weapons at this point. It'd be silly to, honestly. Avoid while he's glowing. Not too bad. I think we'll be okay. I'm not gonna say that with like the utmost confidence, but I think we'll be okay. Watch I die right away. We got this. Gotta be confident in ourselves sometimes, right? Ah, I dashed the wrong way. That was just me being a dummy. Small movements, small movements, small movements. Oh, what is this face? Oh boy. Okay. Patience, patience. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Oh, never mind. Huh. Huh. It looks so easy and it's so hard to do. Okay, okay, okay. What's happening? I think they get you by like overwhelming you. Oh god. What? Excuse you. Excuse you. Excuse you. I'm gonna die. Can I heal? No. No way. What? What's happening? Bruh. Bruh. Bruh? Ah! Oh god, he got big. Oh, I got him. Let's go. That was terrifying. Let me in? Hello? Oh, okay. It took a little bit. I'm pretty proud of myself. And so yeah, all in all, what a silly build. We were a cat cafe maid with an explosive bow and a bowl. You know, what else do you need in the run? I think that's about it. So I do believe we unlocked a character from this run. So I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to try some more of those reverse side ones after we unlock more of the characters. But all in all, that was a fun run. It was a silly run. I'm impressed that I made it all the way. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and it helps support me making this content. I hope you all have a lovely night. And just to confirm, we did unlock the Dragoon class. So we'll eventually get to these fun characters. They have some really crazy abilities. So I'm excited there's an actual child. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and ciao friends.